Hey guys, great to see you today. I'm going to jump right into question 3 of Win Today, and then we'll talk about academics and we'll finish with Win Today journal entries. And I look forward to talking to you about them. Here's our question. Question number 3. In what ways did I exceed today? Exceed. Sometimes we catch ourselves off guard. We kind of jaw drop, eyes get wide, and like, wow, I was really good. But you know what? We don't always stay in that moment as long as we should. By asking this question, we empower our inner voice to speak words of self-affirmation. Wow, those are powerful words. Our inner voice is constantly in communication with our spirit and our soul. And when we let that voice have the last word, and that last word is affirmation about something that was really good, even if it caught us by surprise, that's a win for the day. And I want you to always celebrate them. In our journal entries today at the end, there will be a couple of those where people, some of your classmates, respond in a way that said, man, I kind of get on it today, and I was good. And I want you to get used to giving yourself those affirmations. Okay, in composition today, I loved Miss Kim's video. I thought she was just great today. I liked how she talked about her pictures, getting her hair done, the chaos of trying to get the video uploaded. It was just very real, but then it was super Miss Kim. I mean, she just does that way of just kind of welcoming you in, drawing you in. It's her tone of voice, it's her presence. She just did a great job. Man, if you can make a talk on semicolons interesting and feel good, you're good. And that's Miss Kim. So I hope you paid attention to how to use the semicolon. The poem challenge, another great opportunity for you to just kind of let loose and be creative. Some of your comments that I saw on Google Classrooms about how you kind of just let yourself go, maybe like we were saying, caught yourself by surprise, felt like you didn't really know where to start, and the next thing you know, you had a poem. All these cool statements. Have fun with that. I liked the topic for today, advice in a poem, some type of input. I liked that a lot. So that's kind of your guiding word. Many of you are surprising yourself, and I like that. She alluded to it. I've been kind of talking about that today in this video. You're kind of surprising yourself with your creativity, and I think that creativity is coming from Miss Kim's ability to kind of inspire you, give you a couple tangible tools, and then you go to work and put something together. That's awesome. And Miss Kim's poem was great as well. I took a screenshot of it, and I will save that because I just loved that idea of listening and all the different ways and all the different people that we listen to. Super. It's been great seeing you today in sophomore, junior, and senior seminar. That's been fun. Miss Harley and I on the weekends have been together as we come out to your schools. So we're talking a little bit about the seminar classes and what those are going like for you. That's been very, very fun. What's been neat is I've been reading some of your wins that you're talking about, and some of them are reflecting to your interview that you're having with Harley. And you're understanding things about yourself and who you are, and she's asking questions that spur thought. Those are super to hear. Harley's doing a great job. Stay on top of that. Soak in as much as you can. And then if you are in Spanish, tomorrow is your due date for your country flyer. You are long into this process by now, but it is due tomorrow, so make sure you're concluding that today. And then be ready to watch your live video with Mr. Witt tomorrow. Okay, here are a couple journal entries. Roxana said I would call it, learned to be teachable, one, by having a teachable mindset, because in her interview with Harley, Harley gave her great feedback. And she said, I will take that into consideration. In other words, I'll kind of let that work through my soul and be teachable in that and apply it to my life. That's a great win. Lizzie said that she went to bed with a bad headache. It's so easy to say that's the end of the story. But what she said is, I woke up, took some medicine, and put a plan in place for the day. The plan equaled action, and the action ended up with the conclusion of I got done what I needed to. We don't just roll over on the moment. And the headache was not the end of the story. The headache was kind of the obstacle, and then the plan allowed her to work her way through that obstacle, and that's a win. Thank you for celebrating that moment. Nathan, boy, I'm telling you, he was the first one that I read that had to do with honesty. Remember yesterday we said, in what way did we feel a setback in our day? And if we acknowledge it in an honest place, it allows for growth. Last night I had my grandkids over. It was busy, hectic, wild, chaotic, full of love and fun. And I picked up my phone and there were a bunch of win todays from you. Nathan's was the first one I clicked on. And it was very interesting to me how when I read it, I literally began to cry. It struck a chord inside of me because I began to realize you guys are listening to this idea of winning. You're embracing the idea, and then you're putting it into action. You're applying it to your daily life. That learned behavior is powerful for you. And it's our heart for you in that way. But then when we see you do it and you write back to us in regards to it, literally it was an emotional experience for me. So when Nathan said that yesterday in basketball, he had a setback because he realized after having been away from all the policies that have been in place, he's horribly out of shape. And that was a setback. But in his honesty, he began to say, and I will put a plan in place to be prepared moving forward. Beautiful. Marlon had a crazy day trying to get her license at the revenue office, which that in and of itself is a bit of a challenge. But it didn't work when she got there. And she had to go to Newport, call the Little Rock State Police, all these crazy things. And eventually she got her license. Again, obstacles are part of life. How we handle them and navigate them. Yesterday we talked about determination and optimism. These types of things handle obstacles. And at the end, Marlon has her driver's license, the hard copy with the picture. And that's what we're after. Trinity got her embroidery done, which she thought was great. Then she had a setback by missing volleyball. And she said that miss kind of challenged her, got her rhythm off. But then she managed to get back on track. That honest, okay, I'm off track. That reset, and then that move forward. That's a win. Great job, Trinity. Catherine was the last one. She celebrated growth and healing in her life, which in those moments, shoot confetti in the air. Lay down and make a snow angel. Eat a cupcake. Something. Celebrate those moments of growth. And she said that after her surgery, clearly there's been recovery. She was able to lay on her back last night. So much of our life we're like, yeah, whatever. That was a big deal for her. And if we miss the big deal moments, sometimes we lessen the value that they can have in our day-to-day life. And then she said, ability to sit, lay, all these things are improving. And as a result of that, she said, that's my win. I see that as celebrate those things that are going right. Throw that confetti in the air. Make sure you don't miss it. All right. Look forward to seeing you tonight, Wednesday night. I think it's Would You Rather night. Ooh, that had a little energy last week. And so look forward to seeing you then for a couple minutes at the beginning. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. And look forward to catching up tomorrow in your live Spanish or other activities that we do tomorrow. Take care.
Hi. Happy Wednesday. Today is Would You Rather Wednesday. I know that you just heard that a second ago from Mr. Scott, but I'm just telling you again. I've already sent out the Zoom, and I'm super pumped about these questions. I think it's going to be really fun. So, see you tonight at 7 o'clock. I'll have questions ready. I just really love getting to talk and getting to know your all's personalities and getting to know you. It is truly my very, very favorite part of all of Summer Academy. It's just the best. As always, stay on top of your work study. Truly, sincerely. Your habit tracker, the fun face contest. We got a bomb drop hilarious fun face contest thing last night, so much so that when I came to work and showed Scott this morning, he literally just laughed out loud. So the competition is steep, as it was last week. It's actually wildly steep, but we really love those. And fun fact about the fun faces, you're getting 3 more faces this weekend, so you're gonna have 6 faces total to work with by Saturday afternoon, which is super fun. This next part of announcements, I am not excited to talk about. Dang it. I'm just really not, because it isn't what I wanted to announce whatsoever. 0% of me, 0% of me is wanting to say these things. But after some meetings with my boss and Harding and community, like just a bunch of stuff, there are a ton of variables here, and I'm not going to process them all out loud because that's unnecessary. But part 2 of Summer Academy cannot be face-to-face. I cannot cry. I want to badly, but if I let myself cry right now, I won't stop. So we don't get to have you on campus this summer for the second part of Summer Academy, which is really heartbreaking, to be quite honest. And it's okay to be really sad about that. I'm really sad about it. But you guys have truly rocked Virtual Summer Academy so far, and I know that that isn't going to change. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the dates of part 2 because it requires some planning. So part 2 of Summer Academy is 2 weeks long, and it will again be a virtual format. It will be the week starting on Monday, July 13th, and it will be that Monday through Friday, and then again the very next week. So total July 13th to 24th. Those 2 weeks are when you will have Virtual Summer Academy. So basically we're going to finish part 1, and then you have a 2-week break with 4th of July right in the middle, and then we come back and do 2 more weeks of virtual. I have been putting together that virtual schedule today. Mr. Scott and I have worked on that. That has been my project today. I had the schedule ready to go for you all to be on campus, and unfortunately we've had to throw that out. But we will have Virtual Summer Academy, and your classes are going to be from 12:30 until 2 o'clock Monday through Friday. So every single day, every single one of you will be in the same class, and it will be from 12:30 until 2 o'clock. And what class you have different days, I will send that out so you guys know. But during part 2 of Summer Academy, you have work study, you will have financial literacy, and then you also will have ACT prep. I also want to make note of this because it's going to require your parents. That means that on those Saturdays, there's going to be additional pickup and drop off. So originally we were going to pick up your school supplies on June 27th, the Saturday after the 4th week of part 1. So as soon as you're done with math that Saturday, we were going to go out and pick up your supplies. We're no longer going to pick up your backpacks or anything like that because you're going to be back in Virtual Summer Academy 2 weeks later. And so no more on June 27th. That Saturday is now open for you. We're still coming out this next Saturday, so you can get the next week's supplies, and then the Saturday after that, June 20th, again, we'll drop off. So those remain the same. The next 2 Saturdays, you're going to see us. And then you will not see us on Saturday, June 27th. You will not see us on Saturday, July 4th. But on July 11th, So the Saturday before that first Monday of part 2, July 11th, we're going to do another drop off, same place, same time. And then on July 18th, drop off, and we'll pick everything up on July 25th. So you need to start planning accordingly for that. We will send out commitment forms. I sincerely hope and pray that you all will commit to part 2 of Summer Academy. Again, you can earn a ton with work study, so I strongly encourage you to do that. And again, just your stipend will continue with the $30 and the snack bags, and I'm still going to do the evening Zooms. The classes will just be a little bit different, and I think in some ways easier, just depending on who you are. But we will do ACT prep, work study, financial literacy, and then on 2 of those days, I plan to lead my own class. So you get Stephanie class, which I'm actually really looking forward to. That was in the face-to-face curriculum, but now we're just going to do it virtually. I, again, know that this is just bummer news. It really is. You have every right to be bummed. We are all really bummed. We love you all. The reason that I have the energy to go through and do some of the paperwork and a lot of the monotonous things that come with this job truly hinges upon the relationships that I get with you all. You are the reason we love our job. And Summer Academy is not only the best part of our job, of Upward Bound for you, it's the best part of Upward Bound for the staff. So we are sad. But there's something that I want to make sure you all are clear on. And I was really blessed and fortunate enough to have a conversation about this with one of you this morning. And that is the difference between joy and happiness. And there's a true marked difference between happiness and possessing joy. Happiness is fleeting. It comes and goes based on circumstances and events and moods, and it isn't very reliable, because sometimes you're just not happy. Sometimes you're angry or sad or confused or lonely, or fill in the blank with any other adjective that isn't happy. But joy, see, joy is precious. Joy, by definition, is despite circumstance. So even if things are hard or unfair or just really depressing or irritating or unjust, you can still possess joy, because despite all of those things, you have a level of contentment and a level of peace that is unwavering. My hope and prayer for you all, every single one of my students, isn't that you have a happy life. My prayer for you is that you have a joyful one that even when things don't go your way, you can still have a smile on your face and know that it's going to be okay. Know that you're resilient and strong enough, and know that it really will turn out for the best, but you have this personal control to make it come out that way. So these are not ideal circumstances whatsoever, but I can cry about it and still be joyful about it. And so that is going to be my goal, to cling to that joy and to still be bummed, irritated, sad, annoyed, frustrated. I feel that way about a lot of things in life right now. Anyway, I just wanted to let you all know as soon as those decisions were made, which was today. So we'll be rolling out more information as time continues. But you need to know, July 13th to 24th, we want you. I want you every day, but especially those days. Love you guys. See you tonight.